Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Do you know what self-attribution bias is? Okay, for those who might not remember, it's a cognitive bias. That is, we attribute our successes to our inner abilities, our efforts. So when we succeed, it is because we did something. We are great. But when we lose or we don't succeed, it's because external factors or someone else or something like not us. We didn't fail. We didn't win because those external factors, not our lack of skills or insufficient skills at that moment, at that point, which should tell us you need to practice more, get better. Great. Don't destroy the other ones like these guys are doing. I'm a loser. I want you to be a loser. Let me cut your legs and you come to my level instead of I trying to get to that level. Now, if I can't, because we have limitations, we have to accept reality. He is better than I am. And probably I will never be, not probably, in certain instances, I will never be better than someone, let's say, who's 6'9" in basketball. I will probably never be, most likely never be better than that guy. I'm much shorter than that. Okay? And not only that, there's certain things that you can't do it by limitations. You have to accept those, work at, push your limits to the extreme, and that's it. That's the package. I will not grow taller than I am. I can't. I mean, you can try to pretend, or identify as. So what do we have here? Finally, the Ukrainians, which is in this case the round-headed foreign minister of Ukraine, Kuleba, comes out and tells us something that is 180 degrees opposite to what these guys have been telling us for the past 2.5 years and more. And that is, the Russian military and weapons suck. They say, no, actually the Russian military is very efficient. Oh, what's changed? They stopped selling vodka or something? Well, the baboons will not catch that. So what happened? Let me show you. As you know, at this point, Ukraine is not doing very well. Partly because of the weapons supply, which are either, or maybe we can put and, not supplied in enough number, enough that these guys could use, or they're blown up by the Russians as they enter. But I think the main reason is the Ukraine's inability to get people to fight for them. They don't have people to fight for them. That's what it is. To the last Ukrainian. Why? Because Zelensky Stein, Yermak Stein, and what's his name, Zhmihal Stein, or Umerov, they don't give a shit. What do you think? They give a shit? I will tell you, if I still have time, how things like in a country, how you appoint a chief of police, someone who hates the community, not who loves the community, because you want to be able to use that guy against the community to keep them in order. That happened many times, including here. So when you have, let's say, a Hungarian community, you're going to appoint a Romanian police chief. If you have a Romanian community, you appoint a Hungarian. You understand? My friends from Hungary and from Romania understand exactly what I'm talking about. I can give you examples here with the United States of America, but for later. So here it is, the article. The new voice of Ukraine. Ukraine's foreign minister, Kuleba, points to Russian military efficiency. Oy vey. I thought that the Russian missiles are just shooting wherever, and these guys are all drunk and rowdy, don't follow orders, and so on. They're weak. No? What happened? Well, they try to say we suck because those guys now are too good for us, or we don't have, It's not because maybe we suck, but hey, Kuleba is going to say something that's going to be very interesting, which is, well, they are good because we are bad. Well, I just pushed it to an extreme, like good versus evil, that the baboons like to think in terms of A and B, black and white, nothing in between. I mean, that's a infantile way of seeing things. But hey, people make policies based on that worldview and mentality. good versus evil. Kiev and its partners, there's no partners here, those are not the partners, those are the guys in charge. Kiev is a vassal entity, must recognize that Russia is more effective in its military efforts. Ukraine's Foreign Minister Dmytro Kuleba said in an interview with Foreign Policy on May 1st. Kuleba highlighted that while the quality and quantity, the other way, of assistance are crucial, the timing of such support is equally important. And I'm quoting, "Unfortunately, I have to admit that Ukraine's allies are behind schedule. Despite their efforts," end quote, Kuleba stated, noting the disparity between Russia's rapid restoration of its military-industrial base and the overall achievements of the West. So what is Kuleba wanting? He wants you, the Europeans, and us here in the United States of America, or wherever wherever we are, to switch to war economy. There is less food, less clothes, less freedoms, less everything, but more weapons and profits for some. Because that would help the Ukrainians fight for our freedoms and our values that are exactly the same with the Ukrainians and the guys in charge of Ukraine. Not with the Russians. No. The European Russians who, in my assessment, in my opinion, not opinion, assessment. It's not an opinion I woke up with a hard on and say, I'm gonna someone. No, not like that in this case. It seems like the Russians are and gonna be, seem to be the heirs, isn't that? The heirs of the Western civilization. These guys are destroying our civilization. So pretty soon, I suspect if the guys in Russia will not be destroyed by these perverts, then a lot of people will immigrate to Russia. Russia is a big country and has resources. They don't need these fuckers. These guys are the ones that are depleted. I'm not talking about the United States of America, the Europeans. They are depleted. They are like a baron, or like the medieval times. That's very good example. Where you have kings, and kings were waging wars, and they did not have money, but they were still kings. So what did they do? They borrowed. From whom? From some that were allowed to use usury, not Christians. That was forbidden. So anyway, and then therefore you obviously enrich a certain kind of class of people, the bankers, the ones that were, no, anyway. So here again, the Russians will have, and I think they are the flag bearers of the Western civilization with their faults, but still, these guys, you can see these guys are going like this, and the other ones are going like this. You can't, it's like, hey, where are you going, America? Where are you going, Europe? And this is Russia. I'm going to be free. Okay, I can identify as free. Yeah, you can identify as free and can identify that you have free speech. Yeah, that's all about it. It's this illusion. Let's move on. So, the West needs to change its military-industrial base. Kuleba praised some Western efforts but stressed the need for a more effective response. And I'm quoting, some of them are making a great effort, but when I look at what Russia achieved in restoring the production of its defenders' industrial base and what the entire West has achieved so far, we have to face the truth. Holy moly macaroni. That you're owned, that you don't fight, you don't work for the Ukrainians. Is that the truth? No, that you can't say that now, yet. And recognize that Russia is more effective in its war effort. Oy vey. This situation, according to Kuleba, prompts a broader question about the West's preparedness and efficiency in handling large-scale conflicts. Why? They don't have to be. Are you preparing us for a large-scale conflict? Exactly what's going on. And crisis beyond Ukraine. So get ready, my European friends. You're gonna go and fight for these guys. Don't worry. Those guys are not the Ukrainians. The guys in charge of the Ukrainians, the guys in charge of the European Union, the guys in charge of America, the guys behind the... And I'm quoting, if it cannot be efficient enough in its particular war effort, then how efficient can it be if other wars and crises of the same scale break out? Don't break out. You plan them. Kuleba questioned, highlighting concerns about the future implications of the current response strategy. All right, my friends? So that is switch your economy, right, from a civilian to a war, bam, bam, bam. And get ready, we're going to have wars to fight because we are going to be attacked by the Russians attacking our way of life, superior way of life, mind you. Right? So they are efficient somehow, but they use this to achieve this. Otherwise, they're the same. When they say the Russians successfully destroyed this or that in Ukraine, not civilian infrastructure, they destroyed this and that, they say, you know why? Because of you. Because of you. We need more systems, just air defense systems, just to shoot them down. Not to shoot over there. No. Just to shoot them down. Pinky promise. Come on, people. Don't go full retard, okay? Do not do that. Thank you very much, and you're not. Why? You know why? Because you're here with me. That's why you don't go full retard. And don't go... We have to sometimes go a little bit retard. Why? We are on YouTube. We can't really say things as they are in certain subjects, so avoid being retarded at all. We have to play a little bit retarded. I don't understand that. Yes, we understand that exactly. But these guys will shut us down if we say it. And that's not a lie. There's not going to be an interpretation. There's going to be a fact, but you cannot say it. They're going to put it in a law. The House passed a bill yesterday. I made a video on that one. Hey, you go check it out. Special treatment for special people. But we're all equal in front of the law. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.